right, welcome to another edition of Letter Riff. And today we're going to be talking about damage control. So, first things first, again, we're in half step down. Now we're going to take it one step further, literally, and you're going to drop that D. So, all right, so damage control from Fuck Art. Here we go. So I'm going to just play the intro for you, and then we'll talk about it. All right, let's do it. All right, so there's a lot to unpack there. So we're going between these chords. We're so a G, which is your 5th fret of the E string drop D power chord, and then open D to a G flat, which I guess is a. My music teachers are rolling their eyes right now. Oh, they don't watch this shit. Never mind. Okay. Okay. The 4th fret of the E string, which is now the D string. So. So, and then I'm just doing these little riffy things in there. So I'm going to do it real slow for Mitch. You guys can see it because it's like, guys, honestly, we don't want to be here all day with me, showing each finger, like trying to name each finger. The powers of description evade me for this task. So I'm going to play it real slow, and you can pick it out if you want. But again, those are the chords, and I will play it real slow, and you can maybe decipher some of my garbled leads. All right, let's do it. Maybe I'll switch to the quitter pickup. Had a lot of requests for that. All right, so that's how that intro goes. That's the intro and the outro. So as I said, I'm just keeping those chords alive, doing that little melody within it, and I think I more or less displayed what I'm doing there, so you can pick it out if you want. I'm just following the chords, so watch my fingers, use YouTube, slow it down to 50% or 75%, and you can see exactly what I'm doing there, and you'll get there. So that brings us to the verse. So let me play a little of that for you. So chords are D, G flat, B, A. But I'm not doing that. That's what Ross is doing. I'm doing this little walk-up thing here. So I'm starting on the 7th fret of the B or of the A string, and I'm walking up to the 9th fret whilst droning that low D. So it's, and that's the 7th fret of the D string. Let me try that again. And then 4th fret, and then B, and the same B that I do in Hello Jealousy. So I'm doing a B power chord, but I'm ringing out the high B and the high E. So A. And that A is the one that I do in Blunt Force Concussion. So it's the lazy A. It's a lazy A. There's no 2nd fret on the B. It's just again, B string and high E string are open. So then halfway through the verse, we turn it around a little. The chords change slightly. Follow me here. Follow me, guys. So I'm just arpeggiating those power chords, going from the 4th to the 5th to the 7th fret. Pretty simple. And then we get to the chorus. So again, take it to Drive Town, and we're following the same chords that are in the intro. Really, really simple. I'm not actually playing that full D down there. I just do it because, I don't know. I just looking for somewhere to put them fingers. And that's it. And then we get to the same thing that we enter the verse in. And that's just a little chromatic walk down on the power chords on the low D string. And we're going from the 9th down to the 7th. So... All right, and we get to the second verse, same thing. I'm out for the first bit. I come in for the... And then we're heading back to the chorus. And we've already covered that, so let's go to the bridge. We scream damage control, and then I'll play the bridge. Here we go. I'll get to that part in a second. I botched the end there, but we'll get there. So, anyways, this is probably completely. This is definitely influenced by some Thrush Hermit, Shotgun Jimmy, chromatic, walking around, and we're just having a good time. So, we're going from the 7th up to the 9th fret. Open D, and then I'm doing this little walk up on the A string to the D string. So walking up from the 7th fret to the 9th fret, and then to the 7th fret on the D string, and then back down, and then open D string. So let's put that together there. And I'm doing downstrokes the whole time. I find it just sounds a little bit cleaner, and downstrokes for life. So then that brings us to the kind of E minor part. And I learned how to play an E minor like this from Single Mother. Single Mother showed me that one. So I'm just basically I'm barring the D string, low D, the A and the D at the 2nd fret, and letting the bottom 3, so that's the G, B, and E, ring out. So and then I'm just going. So I'm kind of emphasizing those droning high strings on the first few, and then just sticking to the rhythm of kind of bouncing off that 2nd fret. You can hear the rhythm. So, and then I do this G. And then I'm so G is again the 5th string, or so the 5th fret of the low D string, and I'm doing a similar little weedle deedle that I do in the intro riff, and I'll just show Mitch real close so you can pick it out if you want. It goes like this. So all of that together, real slow. So that's the first phrase. And then on the third time around, I go. And when I hit that D, I do this little kind of partial D shape and just move it around. So I'm starting it, and I'm ignoring what I would usually do on the high E string and just focusing on the top part. So I've got my middle finger on the 11th fret of the G string, and I've got my pinky finger on the 12th fret of the B string. So that sounds like this. And I'm also playing the D string. Ooh, moody, right? And then I go down 2 frets and then slide up to the 14th fret. So all that together. And then I go, then that we do this little octave thing leaving that, and I'll just play that. So I'll play that. I'll play all of that in context. Let me give you one clean playthrough of the whole bridge. And again, you can pick it out if you want. And that's the ending of that part there. So I'm just doing octaves there at the end again, like I always do. On the A string, I'm moving around, 7th, 9th, 10th, 12th, and then 14th, and then 17th, and then 13th. And then we get to the little breakdown there. So Ross takes it's just bass, vocals, and then I do a little high up D chord here, just octave up. Just kind of, let it glisten. And then we slam into the same riff as the intro. So I'll play it one more time so you can just see real careful. I know I keep saying I'll do it slower and then I just play at regular speed because I don't have the computational skills to work that out of my head. So let me really focus here on trying to do it slower so you can really see what I'm doing here. All right. And again, this is just the big ending, the damage control part. All right. That's it. That's the whole song. So the intro and the outro riff are the same. And yeah, if you can figure it out, you deserve a prize. So let us know if you can play this riff. If you can play this riff, the notes that I play, I bet you can make it sound better than I can. And we want to see it. So let's see it. Tag us on whatever. I don't care. We'll see it. Okay. Much love. And thanks for the interest, guys. I'm glad that we can make music that you guys like enough to want to learn how to play, and that means a lot to us in a sincere way. So anyways, you're welcome for the fucking free lessons, or if you're on our Patreon, thank you for being a decent human being. No, just kidding. But thank you either way. We appreciate the support. So hail rock and roll, and keep listening to Fuck Art. We love you. All right, take care. Oh, Hang Your Moon.